Dude, I'm gonna have to restart this whole video, bro. I was just yapping for like 30 minutes. Um, but I pretty much just got back from hunting. So, yeah, I've been hunting for the last 2 days, yesterday and today. Um, but this is, I guess it's 250 now. I started this video at 220, but I'm restarting it because my freaking video it was like so little and whatever. So I've been trading for my phone because I was hunting and I was making money while hunting. So it's 11/14/2025 Friday. Um, we were on micros today because we didn't want to risk much, okay? It's not our best week, but we still had a good week. I'm not gonna lie, we still had a good week. There's nothing to complain about. But boom, okay. So we'll start with Thursday first. Thursday was a tough one. Thursday was a tough one to do. Okay, it was super confusing. We don't get a super great V shape, but we invert the 50 minute, and we invert this first 5 minute, which is like, dude, are we flipping order flow here or what's going on? And then um, I started to notice something. So I took two trades, one loss, one win. And here we go, right here. I'll show you my loss first. So on the 5 minute, it was about here. So we like take this 0.62 mark. Okay, I know we're on the 1 minute, but on the 5 minute, it's a complete down leg. So we want to say a rebalance of this 5 minute down leg, and it hits this 0.62 mark, and there's a fair value gap at this. Um, okay, so as you can see, there's this down leg right here. There's a fair value gap right here, and if I could, I would cut it off to like where you can see at like this 9 a.m. open, but we hit this 0.62. We're sitting in this fair value gap. This is exactly what I want to see. And although this 15 minute was about to form, you already balanced out this whole leg. I mean, this is literally, and then you invert this 5 minute fair value gap. This is literally all you need. You don't need another bounce back to like a 15 minute fair value gap that forms, right? So this would be considered, that would be that 15 minute. So the reason you see 15 minutes or like fair value gaps get left behind is just because it's going to be a breakaway gap, right? It's going to be a breakaway gap. So it would leave it behind. You can, if you backtest enough or if you trade long enough, you would see this too. So we invert this 5 minute, and there's just resistance and after resistance, but we didn't enter off that 5 minute inversion, right? We entered it because it's just too far. Even though we're on, at this point we were on minis, but we switched to micro, so we didn't lose any more capital. We just went for a big win instead of a normal size win or whatever. But yeah, this is our entry right here. Let me turn off kill zones. This is our entry right here. So we get this high, a low, higher high, lower low, right? So off the 5 minute, I think it would inverse like right here. Our inverse is right here ish. Boom. Inverse the candle right there ish. This would be our 5 minute. If you can just imagine it. I don't want to flip to my 5 minute because it would just like put me all the way to the regular session. So boom, as you can imagine, there's a nice V shape recovery off the 5 minute. We inverse the 5 minute, but we don't want to enter all the way down here because our stops will be 50 points. Holy crap, that's $1,000, guys, off one mini. So we enter off this 1 minute breaker block. High, low, higher high, lower low. So if you look at this breaker block, there's a 1 minute for value gap plus it's pretty close to this median, so we enter about right here. We immediately get stopped out, unfortunately. Um, so yeah, that is a nice A+ setup. I wouldn't mind losing money on that trade. So that was my setup. That was everything I would want to see. Um, and yeah, it's just unfortunate that one didn't work out. But I don't have 100% win rate. I have like a 70 something percent win rate. So boom. And if I were to hop on the 5 minute, there would be like a 5 minute free value gap right here. Boom, we're rejecting out of it. Actually, I think it's up more. It was like something like this. No, it was something like this. But the 5 minute candles didn't even touch this free value gap. It just we whipped right through it. And then we had a SMT at the highs. On the ES took out New York AM high. Yep, ES took out New York AM high. This is a 1 hour inversion too. So if you traded the open, so the common theme for this week, these past 2 weeks, maybe even month, it just completely rips off open. It rips up, it rips down. But this was a super easy one. I actually was thinking about catching this one. There's this hourly inversion that didn't get balanced out yet. Then you got these two highs, so I was thinking it was just gonna get swept, and I was actually gonna enter, but it's not my strategy. But it was just so freaking obvious, and it did go all the way to the drawn liquidity with this new week opening gap, just the top of it though. But anyways, so rejecting out of this 5 minute now, the same 5 minute that's been holding price for however long this is, and then boom, we go for the highest time frame inversion of the leg. Okay, boys, of the leg. So up this upward leg, there is only a 1 minute inversion. Okay, so if we were going off this whole up leg, we'd have to wait for a 5 minute inversion, which would be all the way down here ish. So in this up leg, you can see it's separated by this down candle right here. It's separated by this down candle. You get this up leg, you get this 1 minute inversion. It gets retested into this is our entry right here. So we're locked in on shorts. Boom. Oops. Like right there. We're locked in on shorts right there. Stops above the high of that candle. We're targeting new week opening gap, which is like I don't know, somewhere right there. Like, I don't want to just flip. Okay, fine, I'll do it. I'll flip time frames. Where are we? Right here. The week opening gap is 226. About 226. So boom, 1 to 8.5, and we were trading micros because of the capital. Anyways, so we're out of there in about 30 minutes, and that was our trade on yesterday. Okay, pretty simple, pretty easy. I did have this all marked out, but I did delete it because my video was recording, but it wasn't recording correctly. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, when I flip time frames, it just brings me back all the way over here. But anyways, we were actually thinking of taking this short too. So off market, you get this big old rip. So we have equal highs up here. This is what I wanted to see get swept. We're looking for a continuation, but it didn't happen today. So let me show you guys something too, which is kind of hard. So you don't want to predict where price is going, right? You want to react to where price is going, right? So yesterday we get this AMD accumulation, manipulation, kind of distribution is what you would think, right? It inverses all these fair value gaps, inversions is 15, inversions like 3 5 minutes, 2 5 minutes. So now you're thinking longs. It was very hard to tell where price was gonna go yesterday, right? Um, so this AMD model did not work out, but the continuation did, which is what we did. And then you kind of get the same thing here, right? Which is kind of sketchy. You get like an AMD right here, AMD right here. So AMD manipulation. Then you got your distribution. But this one actually worked out. But you had to just be sketchy of what to do. But as you can see, we were about to freaking short this off market open, because as you can see, we swept the 1 minute equal highs and then we swept this 15 minute equal lows. So that was just super obvious draw on liquidity right there. But yeah, we get a nice V shape. We get a decent V shape right here with speed too. We get 50-minute inversions. We wait till 9 because we wanted to see a 1 hour inversion, which it gets flipped. I can actually switch it for you guys here because we're in present time. 1 hour inversion. And then we're looking for an entry now. We are looking for a entry. Now, what is our entry? We're looking for a 5 minute retrace. Okay, first we have liquidity sweep, right? Liquidity sweep. 15-minute equal lows, swept. Liquidity sweep. V-shape recovery. V-shape recovery. We're looking for a higher time frame PE raise, all right? And that is a 1 hour inversion, 50-minute inversions. Now what are we looking for? We're looking for a 5 minute retracement, okay? 5 minute retracement. Obviously, we don't get a 5 minute retracement here, right? But we get a 5 minute retracement on ES with the SMT. As you can see, this is 910. This is 850. 850 right here. This is 910. PD rate SMT. It pretty much fills the whole fair value gap right there. So PD rate SMT 5 minute retracement. That is our added confluence right there. What else do we have? Another V-shaped recovery, but as you guys can see, when I was gonna take that 5 minute V-shaped recovery yesterday, what did I say? It was just not the best entry. It's just not the best entry all the way up here. We want the best possible entry, which we don't really get the best possible entry, but we kind of do. And here is why. This is a unicorn breaker. This is, my entry was right here, which is going to be way better than this entry all the way up here. Because if you're running this entry with stops below the lows, this is like a $1,500 stop loss, $2,000 stop loss from 970 to, we actually went off the 5 minute for our stop loss. So it was at 970. This is the 5 minute low. Okay. 76 point stop loss. It would be that times 20. So 76 times 20 is about 1520 ish. I want to say 1520, 1540, 1540 stop loss. Okay, that is just not okay to have. I mean, it would have worked. It would have worked. This is 1 minute, by the way, guys. So, yeah, I mean, it would have worked, but you do get this unicorn breaker. What is a unicorn breaker? What is a unicorn breaker formation? Okay, so you get this inversion, you get this low, high, lower low, higher high. So it is the candle is an upward movement from candle body to candle body. Um, you do get a 3 minute for value gap. You get a 3 minute for value gap right here. This could be your entry too, but it's kind of far. I wouldn't even expect it to get hit. Um, but we're pretty safe below this low too with our stops. But yeah, this would be, I guess this would be your most ideal entry. Um, if you were watching the 3 minute at this time, I loved the reactions off of these candles. So it would dig down for like 2 seconds, boom, pop back up, close, and this one dug down even further, boom, pop, went back up, closed high, okay? And after this got taken out, our immediate stops to break even. It explodes up, boom, comes back down, boom, explodes up, TP gets hit about right here. So we were in a trade for, let's say 9:15 to 9:35, 20 minutes. So we were in trade for about 20 minutes. We took our profits, took our piece of the pie. Good ass trade. But yeah, what makes this breaker a unicorn breaker? Unicorn breakers are breaker blocks that you don't really see often, okay? So you get this inversion, you get this breaker block formation. But that's just the breaker, right? That's just the breaker V-shaped recovery. Now, you get this breaker block formation paired with fair value gaps. And fair value gaps paired with the breaker block is a unicorn because you don't see it very often, plus this V-shaped recovery. So with these, this is called a unicorn because you really don't see it often. But these fair value gaps that are in this breaker tend to get hit really, really often. And when this unicorn does form, and you see this unicorn that doesn't show up super often, it tends to deliver. I'm telling you, 90% of the time it delivers. It delivers. Look at this delivery that it just gave us. Boom. So the high is at 293. The breaker is at what? Oh, I'm freaking dumb. We went 300 points. It ran us 300 points pretty much. Almost 300 points, like 270 points or whatever. So, I mean, I'm telling you, it delivers. It works 90% of the time. It doesn't work all the freaking time, but it has a higher percent win rate than my V-shape, whatever, okay? But yeah, you don't see those often, but when you do see them, they work. Okay? And that is the video. Government shutdown is over, I think. There's no tentative news. Yeah, there's no more tentative news except this unemployment claims, which I don't know why it would be tentative. But yeah, as you can see, we have our news. We will be trading Monday. I will be trading Monday on my eval, at least not on my funded accounts. Because I don't want to lose any capital on a no news Monday. I wouldn't expect to make much on a no news Monday too. Like if we had CPI on Friday, maybe I would trade Monday on my fundeds. Or if we had news on Monday, then I would trade Monday on my fundeds. Tuesday is Zomer trading day. We should get a market direction. I might not even trade Monday until the PM session though. Wednesday, normal trading day. I would love FOMC news dates. What does it say? More hawkish. I don't even know what the heck hawkish is supposed to mean. So we're expected to see a bull run, apparently. Non-farm is actually really good. So I think okay, we got PMI 845 though, which is not. It's not gonna be the biggest move, but it's gonna be a big move. Uh, so that kind of sucks. But it should go wherever this market direction at 7:30 is gonna tell us to go. I would think. I would think. Last time it did. Last time it did. Um, but yeah. So that is it for that day. Oh, this is not even the same day, dude. So yeah, Thursday is a normal trading day. Friday is a normal trading day. Besides trading before 8:45, which I usually don't. I like to see the 50-minute candle formed um, right at 8:45 because it just shows market direction very very well. So yeah, um, that is my trade recaps. How long is this video? Only 20 minutes, so it's 10 minutes shorter than my last video. But I might start yapping. Um, so on Fridays, I try not to risk too much. That's why I'm using micros today, and I don't want to lose that much. Um, like I don't want a big stop loss because that's why I use micros too. So this is the only time I really use micros. Is just when I have to have big stop losses, or when I don't want to lose much money on a day that I'm trading, like on a Friday or a Monday if I'm trading on Monday, which I usually don't trade Mondays anymore. But like, yeah, that's really the only time I'd use micros. Otherwise, I'm using a mini. Usually, most of the time, maybe I'll use two minis. Um, you really never see me trade two minis though. I don't think you would ever see me trade two minis though. It's just too much risk for me at how much capital I have right now. So I have proper risk management and whatnot. Um, and so yeah, I've had a decent week. Last week was better. This week should have been better for me, but I was just not doing the best on Wednesday. What I only traded Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Wednesday was not my best day because of Take Profit Trader. Only because of Take Profit Trader. Otherwise, I'd be like kind of fine with. I guess it's kind of whatever. But just Take Profit Trader just messed me up so bad. It messed me up so bad because on Take Profit Trader, the drawdown on the pro accounts, which is the funded accounts, on the pro accounts trail in real freaking time. They trail in real time. So I was up $2,000 on Wednesday, and I got greedy. I got like greedy, but my stop was at break even already, so I didn't really care what happened. My TP didn't get hit right then, but eventually it did get hit. So I was just waiting for that. Unfortunately, I got stopped at BE, but I was gonna re-enter, and then all of a sudden I get an email saying your Take Profit Trader accounts could not copy trade or whatever, and that's because you blew it. Even though I got break even, I was like, what? I got break even. How did I lose my accounts? So I pretty much lost money blowing those accounts, which is kind of dumb because I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And like, yeah, like emailed them and anything. They were like, oh yeah, it trails in real time. Like even though you didn't take any money, even though you lost $0, it technically trailed in real time, and you got fucked. So yeah, I got fucked. But yeah, blew those accounts. Not too worried about that. I'm not gonna reset those. I'm not even gonna use that prop firm anymore. I might reset those when I have a lot, a lot of capital, because each reset costs like $700. $700 times five, that's 3.5K. For what? A account like that? That's actually so stupid. But I'm fine with funded next. I'm fine with my funded futures. I'm fine with alpha futures. I like all three of those. I might get um, Apex. I might get Top Step. I might see what's out there. Not Take Profit Trader. Tradeify. I might see what's up with Tradeify. Other than that, I don't really like any other prop firms. I have yet to try Top Step and Tradeify, and Apex. I haven't tried Apex yet, but I'm a little sketchy of Apex. I might have to like build some capital before I buy any Apex accounts, just because I don't want to lose any capital. I don't want to waste my time with Apex if they don't pay out for real. So I'll stick to what's reliable, and what's reliable for me so far is just My Funded Futures, Funded Next, and Alpha Futures. They've all been reliable. So thank you for watching. Any questions? I'll break it down. Whatever. Yada yada yada. Sorry for the 5 minutes of yapping. But that is just what's going on with me right now. Okay. So yeah, I'm trading on my alphas. I'm trading on my Funded Futures and my Funded Next. I should be able to take a payout Tuesday. Hopefully, if all goes well, Monday. I just need a $200 win, and then I can take out 5K or so. But yeah, that is that. We are done for the day. We have been done for the day for a long time, but yeah, good week. Can't be mad. I'm up. G's. I'm up G's. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm up some G's. But let's just say last week was better though. That's just because I'm trying to pass more evals, because I freaking Take Profit Trader is so dumb. So I got new evals, so more evals to add to my roster, and now I'm just gonna keep it pumping from there. I almost passed in 2 days. I almost passed 5 accounts, because I just lost 5 accounts. So I bought more. So I bought 5 more accounts. So yeah, I'm about to pass 5 more accounts. Should be on Monday. I think I need 1K. I do need 1K on some of 3 of them, and then I need like 200 on one of them, or not even 200, like 100 on 2 of them. So yeah, that is that. I'm gonna have 5 more. Hopefully Monday delivers for me, and I would be trading them separately. So I'll be trading these 2 that only need 200, and then I'll be trading these 3 that need 1K. But yeah, that's my whole plan. That's everything. I have a video for the exact strategy breakdown, even though I break it down every freaking time I record. I think I break it down, but yeah. So thank you guys for watching. That video should come out soon, a day that I don't trade. Oh, I'm gonna be recording my videos like this now. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but yeah, I'm not gonna do it like live anymore, because those are like an hour and a half long, and then I gotta edit it. I gotta rewatch it like twice. I'm skipping through it. I gotta cut out cuss words. I gotta cut out music. I got my video I got my video copyrighted, so I took that down. It's not coming back up either. It was a good ass video. But yeah, these are just gonna be so much shorter. I don't have to edit it. I can just post it right away. This one's a little bit longer than I expected it to be. We were done at 20 minutes, but I've just been yapping the past 8 minutes. So I'm probably not gonna be able to edit this too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I won't be doing it live anymore. I gotta listen to music. I gotta keep my time, whatever. Thank you for watching, and any questions, let me know. Have a great weekend. Hope you guys do good this week. Yeah.